Did you give them my details?
Because you give me your details.
Right, that's against the law. It's a breach of my personal data. You should not have done that. You have not. You should not have done that.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating courtroom-style confrontations ever caught on camera. A simple car park payment turns into a full-on legal showdown when a man tries to pay with silver coins, and the staff refuse to accept them. But here's where it gets wild: the law actually supports him. What starts as a small disagreement is about to unravel into a lesson in rights, power, and accountability.
You've handed over the coins as tender.
Yeah.
Obviously it is legal tender, you are correct.
Yeah.
But as Sainsbury's, we aren't obliged to take that because we aren't able to bank that here. So unfortunately we will have to ask for some other means of payment to purchase that fuel.
What do you think legal tender actually means?
Pardon?
What do you think legal tender means?
I'm not into a debate about that. We're not accepting that as a tender here. It's a private company.
So you accept it as legal tender?
Yeah, but we can't bank that here. We don't have the means to bank it, so we don't accept it.
That's not my problem if you can't bank it, is it?
Well, yeah, but we don't accept it.
Well, you already have.
No, we haven't. You just put it down.
No, I gave it to the lady and she put it in her hand.
So, have you got any other means of payment?
That is my means of payment.
So, have you not got any other means?
But that is my means of payment.
Well, and we can't accept that means.
Alright guys, things heat up as Brett calmly explains that his silver coins are legal tender, but the staff dig in, refusing payment because their bank won't accept it. Instead of backing down, Brett challenges them head-on. What do you think legal tender means? His tone stays sharp, his logic airtight. In this moment, you can already tell he's not the one in the wrong, and the system is about to embarrass itself.
Have you got another means of payment, or do we just need to process it as a civil recovery issue?
Well, I've paid.
Well, we haven't accepted it.
You don't need to. Well, you have accepted it. Well, I haven't got the money, have I? You've got the money.
Well, we can give it back to you.
Well, I don't want it back. Are you a police officer?
Yes.
Right, can you identify yourself, please? What number are you?
1866, Bridgewater Police Station.
Mrs. Bradshaw, Miss Bradshaw.
That's correct. Miss.
Hi. Miss.
Hi.
Hi.
So they've asked for another form of payment because
Yeah.
they can't accept this form. Have you got another form of payment on you?
That is my payment.
Right, okay, but that's not tender that they can accept.
Yes, it is.
So they're asking for another form
Yes,
of
it
payment.
is. Let me explain something to you. So when you was training to be a police officer at the beginning, yeah, you swore an oath, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what the first sentence of the oath was? It was to serve the Queen faithfully.
Correct.
Right. Now those coins are legal tender by royal proclamation of the Queen herself.
Okay.
Right. She's authorised within the legislation for the Royal Mint to create those coins, and when she proclaimed them to be legal tender, she said that they are legal tender for payment throughout the United Kingdom.
Now watch this part closely. The police officer steps in, ready to enforce store policy, but Brett flips the script completely. He reminds her that her oath is to the Queen, not corporate policy, and that the Royal Mint defines legal tender, not the supermarket. The officer, visibly unsure, tries to keep control, but Brett's confidence exposes her lack of understanding. It's a masterclass in standing firm when authority misuses power.
They've allowed me to take goods, and and then pay after the event. When the fuel goes into my vehicle, it becomes my fuel, but then it becomes a debt. Okay, now the whole point of legal tender is that you can use it to pay a debt. As the Queen said, it's for payment throughout the United Kingdom. So they don't have to accept it, and if they was to give it back to me, it would negate the debt. Okay, it's not a police matter; it's a civil dispute. So really, you know, I mean, really, you should be telling them that it's a civil dispute.
I've just spoken to them and said about the document whereby you can come back and pay within 24 hours. They're saying that they don't want to accept the tender that you've given them. Is there an alternative method?
I'm not going to pay in any other way. I've already paid. Okay, and regarding that document, it's called a no means to pay document, isn't it? Right, I'm not filling out a no means to pay document when I have got the means to pay and I've paid. It's almost like an acceptance that I haven't got the means to pay when I have.
This is where it really turns. The officer tells Brett to sign a no means to pay document, a form meant for people who literally can't pay. Brett refuses, explaining he already paid with legal money. The officer, flustered, keeps pushing. The narrator points out what's happening in real time. They're rewriting the facts to fit their story. You can feel the tension building. The deeper they dig, the worse it's about to get.
May I take your name, please?
No. Oh, yes you will, because I'm driving.
Sorry?
Yes you can, because I'm driving. Sorry. There you go. Although technically, parked up on private land. I'll be going soon, as soon as I finish dealing with it.
Is that the money?
No, I don't want that. If you give it back, then it goes to debt. Did you see that, officer? Officer?
Yes,
I've paid and she's thrown the money back in.
They've asked for another form of
No,
payment.
she's thrown the money back in.
Okay.
Do you understand? Can you explain to them that that negates the debt? You can't pay someone and then they just throw the money back at you.
Do the paperwork.
Do you want to remind them of that?
There, so that's the details of the transactions there, okay?
Ma'am, can you show it to me? I paid it though.
Yeah, but it's unacceptable tender.
Officer, did you witness them give me the coins back, didn't you? When I have paid, yeah.
I've witnessed them give you the coins back. I've also witnessed them say that it's unacceptable tender. They're not willing to accept it. Therefore, they've asked for another form of payment. You haven't provided it, so that's hence why they're giving you the form.
Well, I don't want that.
And here's where chaos hits. The staff throw Brett's coins back at him while the officer demands his details. She insists it's required under the Road Traffic Act, trying to assert control. But there's a catch. This demand is about to backfire spectacularly. Brett remains calm but alert, filming everything. What happens next will expose just how careless the officer becomes with his private information. Stay with this one, this part's crucial.
Can you give these coins back to her, or can you keep them as evidence?
I'm not giving the coins back.
Well, you do realise it negates the debt anyway.
They haven't accepted
Well, I don't want that either, and that's nothing to do with me. I would like a receipt though, please.
You've been
I can't give you a receipt. The transactions still outstanding, I'm sorry.
Do they have to give me a receipt for VAT purposes?
You haven't paid
I have
because
paid.
they haven't accepted the tender.
I have paid. They had it in their hand. They threw it back in the car.
Okay, but they
you
haven't
witnessed they
accepted,
threw it
they
back
haven't
in.
accepted the tender, so therefore there isn't a
So
payment.
it's for, as I said to you earlier, the Queen said that
I
these.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and you've obviously done your research.
Yeah.
What they're saying is it's not acceptable form of tender. They're not accepting it, therefore the debt hasn't been paid.
But you're an officer of the law, aren't you? You're a sergeant or just a PC?
PC. Hence why they've given you this, because they want you to pay in another acceptable form of tender.
So what do you think? If they said that they didn't want to accept a £50 note and threw the £50 notes back in, yeah, and then gave me that, would you think that's reasonable?
Well, you
Or £20
have to
notes.
offer another form of payment.
This is the moment the entire internet replayed. Brett finds out the officer shared his personal details with the store, an outright breach of data protection laws. When he confronts her, she admits it on camera, completely unaware of the magnitude of her mistake. You can hear the disbelief in his voice. That's illegal. It's the turning point where the entire encounter shifts from confrontation to accountability.
So say I had 50s and £20 notes, okay, and I went in there to pay them, and they said, "Oh, sorry, we don't accept those," right? Yeah, but even though this is theoretical, yeah, we don't accept those, and I say, well, I've paid, and I've left the money on the counter, and they came in and threw them back in the car, would you still be saying that it's up to me to pay in some other way?
But they just said that's an acceptable form of tender.
Yeah, but it's not down to them as to whether it's acceptable or not, it's down to the state.
They don't deem that acceptable.
It's down to the state, it's not for them to
right.
choose.
Well, they've served you with this, they haven't accepted payment.
I don't want that, that's nothing to do with me.
Right, okay, well you've seen it, she's showing you it,
Yep.
okay?
I don't know what it is, I don't even know what it is. What is it? I haven't signed any. What is it? A no means to pay form or something like that? How did they get my details? Did you give them my details?
Because you've given me your details.
Right, that's against the law. It's a breach of my personal data. You should not have done that. You have not. You should not have done that.
You haven't
Do
paid.
you know that you should not have done that?
You haven't paid.
Alright guys, here's where everything comes full circle. The aftermath reveals the police response. They claimed the officer did nothing wrong. But the twist? She was later forced to undergo retraining after the footage went viral. Brett stood his ground, and the truth caught up. This case became a symbol of knowing your rights and refusing to be bullied by ignorance in uniform. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
You've given them. I'll be lodging a complaint about this.
Okay,
you know
are
you're
you
going to be in
accepting-
trouble for that,
are
don't
you
you?
accepting the details?
No.
You're not.
You know that you're going to be in trouble for that, don't you? Because you're not allowed to give them my personal details. Breach of my data. Police giving private corporation my details. They threw the money back in the car. We'll be lodging a complaint with 101, I think, straight away.